What an exciting event and what an exciting step in SIC's development and SIC's presence here in Bloomington and here in the United States. Ribbon cuttings by their nature are forward-looking. We're starting something. It's at the beginning of a new thing. And it's important to remember that at one point, all of this around us was in the future. It was in the plan. The City of Bloomington and the Port Authority of Bloomington started gathering the land for this area and putting the plans together for this area back in 2010. In 2013, we actually approved the development plan, what we wanted this area to be, the vision of it all. And I remember as a then very young council member, sitting in meetings and watching PowerPoint presentations and seeing these drawings and hearing this plan of how this was going to be an urban neighborhood with residential, with a grocery store, with light industrial, with light rail transit coming through, with public art, with a great urban feel to it. And I do remember sitting there looking at the presentation and kind of squinting and maybe taking a printed version and turning it just a little bit, and I could almost see it, but it seemed like a stretch, it seemed like a vision. And yet here we are today.
I'm sure he would have loved to be here with us today and see for himself the great work that has been done here day by day and is still and us still being a family business, which is now already in the third generation, and the fourth generation is already growing up as well with my 3 kids. They still need some time, but yeah, we will stay a family business. Thank you very much, especially to the whole US Management Board and all employees for being a cornerstone of our global success. And thank you very much on behalf of the whole family. I wish you a productive and exciting future in these great new facilities.
This is all about vision. Mayor Bussey was right. This was vision, but it was the vision at the city that they propelled. And as they came to the county and they let us know that SIC had some issues here and they needed some help, we were there to be a partner. Bloomington is one of our great partners. We are just a piece of the cog in the wheel that turned this project around. But we came when we were needed, we were called, and we stepped up. And I'm so excited to hear about the next phases that are going to be coming for this.
On behalf of the governor, I just want to congratulate you all. This is an important step forward for the Minnesota economy. And I have to say, Mayor, whether it's the World Expo or a biotech expansion or ribbon cutting like this, I feel like these days, anytime we're talking about something great, it's happening in Bloomington. So you must be doing something right, as your predecessors did as well. It is a booming area and an area that we don't take for granted for a minute, just happens without a lot of hard work. As Marty mentioned, any business that's looking to expand has lots of options out there. And I will tell you, as we are competing heavily with other states across the country for expansion projects, for growth, for new business, it is tighter than it ever has been before. We live in a post-COVID era where you've got workers who can base themselves anywhere, companies that have a lot of choices, states that are making big plays for the next big thing. And the state government has to play a really keen role in all of this. We have to be your partner in business to help growth be possible. And quite frankly, I can't think of a better example of a business that we would like to see expand in Minnesota than SIC. I mean, when you look at the key variables that this company is bringing to the market and this growth and this expansion, it hits all of the high points, right? You've got a high-tech manufacturer in place here. You've got really high-paying jobs. And you've got a corporate citizen who cares about the community. SIC's long invested in St. Jude's Hospital. They've invested in Charity Water. They've invested in Second Harvest Heartland. They care about the surrounding community around them. That's the hallmarks of a great Minnesota company. And it's the kind of company to have headquartered here in North America with those roots in Germany and offices across the country that we're just really, really thrilled to welcome here. Your state government doesn't take for granted that these things just happen. It takes government involvement. And so our investment of that $350,000 just to make this project possible really mattered. And it's something that the governor has asked us to continue to grow. As we look at this next chapter of our economy, when we think about in 10 years, where are we as a state going to be given all the disruptions of the last 3 or 4? We need to play a more assertive role. We need to be a kind of state that will raise our hand for big projects, that will put the dollars down to make them happen, that will invest in a workforce and in talent and the infrastructure that's going to make that possible. And we've done it here with SIC in a way that we feel is commensurate with their extraordinary leadership, but it's something that we want to get to continue to do moving forward in the coming years. So we are just thrilled about this project, thrilled that SIC has chose Bloomington. This is a great day for Minnesota, and not just for Bloomington. Jobs like these, companies like these, have multiplier effects that far extend beyond just the employees and the business leaders here. This is hundreds of millions of dollars of economic impact for our state. If SIC thrives, the entire state of Minnesota thrives. So we're grateful to your leadership, and we're grateful to all the employees here too. You are going to be building the future of technology right here in Bloomington with these great jobs, and we're just thrilled for all of you today to celebrate such a great milestone for SIC and for Minnesota.